So what is marginal profit telling us? Marginal profit tells us what will be the change in profit when, जो भी आप रिसोर्स की बात कर रहे हो, whether it is flour, whether it is sugar, whether it is butter, when a resource changes by 1 unit. So when a resource changes by 1 unit, जब हम resource को 1 unit से change करते हैं, how much will my profit change? That beta is called as the marginal profit. Okay. Now try to see. I am doing something very important here. Beta, these were my initial equations. That this is the amount of flour used in cake A plus the amount of flour used in cake B should be less than equal to total flour. Amount of sugar used in cake A plus cake B less than equal to total sugar. Amount of butter used in cake A plus cake B less than equal to total butter. These were my initial equations. I am going ahead and multiplying the corresponding marginal profits on both sides. तो बेटा फ्लावर की वजह से मार्जिनल प्रॉफिट कितना बढ़ रहा था 10/3. दिस इज व्हाट आई प्रूव्ड. शुगर की वजह से मार्जिनल प्रॉफिट कितना बढ़ रहा था 0. दिस इज व्हाट वी शोड. एंड बटर की वजह से मार्जिनल प्रॉफिट कितना बढ़ रहा था, इट वाज चेंजिंग बाय 10. सो दीज मार्जिनल प्रॉफिट्स I am multiplying on both sides. So this side I am multiplying by 10/3, 10/3, 0, 0, 10, 10. I am multiplying the marginal profits on both the sides. And after multiplying the marginal profits, I am adding the 3 equations together. ध्यान से देखना बेटा. Again, I am repeating what I have done. This is very important, very, very important. ध्यान से सुनो. Beta, step 1. We were given to maximize 20x1 plus 30x2 less than equal to, 20x1 plus 30x2. We had to go ahead and we had to maximize this. And we had a constraint subject to, there were 3 constraints that we had. Beta, what was the first constraint? 3x1 plus 6x2 less than equal to 150. What is the second constraint we had? x1 plus 0.5x2 less than equal to 22. And third constraint क्या था बेटा? x1 plus x2 less than equal to 27.5. ये 3 constraints थे. इसको मुझे maximize करना था. ये तो हमें पता है बात. अच्छा बेटा, then what we did? We said, look, if this changes to 151 ना, अगर flour 1 unit से बढ़ जाएगा, तो my profits will change by 10/3. Then I said, if this increases to 23 na, the profits will remain unchanged. Then we said, if this increases to 28.5 na, the profits will change by 10. ये हमने marginal profits निकाले. We just found these out. Then we said, beta, okay, now whatever will be these marginal profits, just go ahead and multiply those. So I am saying that multiply this by 10/3 on both sides. Multiply this with 0 on both sides. And multiply this with 10 on both sides. And add. So beta, first equation से क्या आएगा? If I just multiply this, 10x1 plus 20x2 less than equal to 500. Second equation से आएगा 0 और third से आएगा 10x1 plus 10x2 less than equal to 275. And if I add them together, तो क्या आ जाएगा बेटा? 20x1 plus 30x2 less than equal to 775. बेटा, ये जो 775 आया है, isn't this the exact maximum profit you were getting? जो आपका मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट आया था, इफ आई जस्ट गो बैक टू दिस हियर, the maximum profit I was getting was 775. So I have been able to come to the same conclusion. मुझे same conclusion ही मिल रहा है. And what is that conclusion? That this profit that I have, it cannot exceed 775. So what are these U1 star, U2 star, U3 stars called now? These U1 star, U2 star, U3 star, they are solution to the dual of the problem. मतलब ये जो प्रॉब्लम हमने क्रिएट की थी, अगर मैं इसका डुअल क्रिएट करूं, अब धीरे धीरे हम इस पाएंगे बेटा व्हाट इज अ डुअल, बट इफ आई गो अहेड एंड आई क्रिएट अ डुअल टू दिस प्रॉब्लम, तो ये जो डुअल क्रिएट होगा, वट एवर डुअल वुड बी क्रिएटेड, उसका solution, the solution to the dual of the problem will be these U1 star, U2 star and U3 stars that I have just found out. So U1 star, U2 star, U3 star को dual बोलते हैं, solution to the dual of the problem बोलते हैं. You see, we are coming up to the same result. तो हमने कहाँ से शुरू किया और हम कहाँ तक पहुंचे? You have to try and interpret this thing, बेटा. We started by maximizing profit subject to some constraints. हमारा maximum profit 775 आया. फिर हमने marginal profits निकाले. उन marginal profits को हमने constraint से multiply किया और constraint से multiply करने के बाद हमने उन constraints को add किया और constraint को add करके हमें हमारा objective function मिल गया. So हम constraint से objective function पे वापस पहुंच गए. We reached back to the objective function using the addition of these constraints. So somehow you have to use your mind that I am moving in a reverse direction now. I am going from the constraints to back to the objective function. So it is reversing the process, right? So beta, that is exactly a dual. How can we create a dual? To create the dual, we need to reverse the problem of the baker. जो baker की problem है, हमें उसको reverse करना पड़ेगा. We need to reverse and see how the baker is going to think in this case. Is this making some sense to you, beta? Right? So now we have to think from the point of view of the dual.